Okay guys, got a whole heap of different paints here and I don't really have a plan, and you really can't plan things too much with these paintings. I just want to get a little bit of a go. This is a good paint, this one here that I've got, but these other ones that I'm going to be using today, they're just really cheap. I think I bought 4 for $3 or something. And I don't know what colours I'm going to use. I'm just going to mix and match them. And these are all pouring paints. This is probably going to turn out quite messy, but you know, I'll just give it a shot and you just see what happens. Now these paints here, these I'll pick them up for like $3 for 4. Might just chuck in a little bit of an orangey colour with a blob on the reds, just for the hell of it, just because I thought of it just then. And I'm going to pour a little bit of black. Hopefully I don't overdo too much. I really wanted to create a few more holes. No, it's okay. It doesn't matter if you're making a mess. You can use a little bit around the sides there. That'll help. So I'm going to drop a little bit of white in there as well. Maybe in amongst the blacks. I want to get a little bit of white in there. So there's going to be looks like a complete and utter mess right at the moment. Now these I said are the cheapest paints because I just wanted to see how the cheapest paints would work, and it looks like there's a couple of little cells sort of coming up there, which is quite good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an even worse mess. I actually wanted, let's go, I'm going to go this way first. Now, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm making it up as I go. Probably sort of realising there that I was probably playing a little bit too heavy with the spatula, but that's okay. I'm going to go, so the gold's sort of coming out a little bit there. there's some interesting cells coming out there, but I want to enhance it a little bit more. Sort of hard to tell which way you should actually be going. There are cells coming out, so that's good because that's what I wanted to try and get. I wanted to try and get some cells coming out here. And interesting, it's actually working on me. I'm just going to go lightly through this way a bit. And then a little bit more over here. You can actually do a little scribble things in through there, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to try and push this one through maybe a little bit more, I don't know. Alright, I'm just going to leave it like that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rolling it and we'll just see what happens. Like I said before, you just never know what you're going to get with this stuff. So, just giving it a bit of a roll around. The thing is, I've found that once you hit the edge and go over the edge, you kind of, the paint gets stuck. So you've got to work it I'm going to go back this way a bit more, but the same context. Take that over there. Now it has created some cells, which is good, which is what I wanted. And as you notice, the paint is really, really thick, and I found that's the trick to this thing. And this is going to turn out quite interesting, I think. I need to drop this down this way a bit more, perhaps. And I can get the black down a bit. And I don't want to lose those cells too much. That's alright. The thing is, you can sort of like roll it to areas that you want it. So I kind of like this corner up here. The other corner I'm not too fond of, so I'm going to go that way a little bit, try and roll things a little bit more. The colours are coming out quite interesting. Just going to sit that for a minute. Tiny spin. And it's not too bad because it's got some interesting cells sort of starting to come out here. And this is a thing I was trying to work with, popping out some cells. Now, I believe if you have one of those kitchen heat torches, the cells sort of pop out quite a bit too, but I quite like that. So when you get to a point where you're happy enough with it, leave it. Just let it go, let it dry, let it do its own thing, because it might actually, some more cells might start actually coming out on its own. There's a little bit here, a little bit popping out there, a couple more popping out here, a couple more popping there, a couple there, all of this lot through here. So I'm quite happy with that. And a little bit more look. Bit of glare from the light, but there you go. Get a bit of a gist of what's going on there. You can see the cells popping out. Pretty cool.